When risk turns real. Every dream starts as an idea, but the real test begins when commitment gets real. Ethan and Mia had been talking about launching their premium organic spice blends for over a year. It was always someday. But when the shipment arrived, 7,000 bottles stacked high in a rented storage unit, the weight of reality hit. A few weeks earlier, they had signed an agreement with a manufacturer, thinking they'd figure things out as they went. Now, with pallets of inventory staring back at them and a maxed-out credit card, there was no figuring it out later. It was now or never. Ethan exhaled, scanning the boxes. "I can't believe we're doing this." Mia nodded, her voice a mix of excitement and panic. "It's either going to be the best decision of our lives, or the most expensive mistake we ever make." The accidental strategy: at first, they did what most small businesses do. Set up a website, reach out to friends, post on social media. Sales trickled in, but it wasn't enough. Then, one day, something unexpected happened. A local food blogger with just a few thousand followers casually mentioned their spice blends in an Instagram story. Within minutes, their website lit up. 15 orders in an hour. "That was the easiest sale ever," Ethan said, watching the notifications roll in. A few days later, another influencer, this time a home chef with 10,000 followers, posted a recipe using their spices. 42 orders. Mia ran the numbers. "We don't need billboards, ads, or even a big marketing budget. We just need people talking." The power of leverage. They started reaching out to every food influencer they could find, offering free samples in exchange for honest feedback. The math was simple. If just 0.5% of an influencer's followers made a purchase, a 100,000 follower account could bring in 500 orders instantly. At a $5 profit per bottle, that was $2,500 for a single post. Scale that across multiple influencers, and they were looking at 6-figure months. Ethan shook his head in disbelief. "It's like flipping a switch. We don't need to find customers. Our customers will find us if we show up in the right places." The first big break: a few weeks later, their phone rang. It wasn't a massive retail chain or a celebrity endorsement. It was Vito's Deli, an old-school Italian sandwich shop in Brooklyn. Mia was confused. "You want to order organic spice blends?" "Not for me," the owner grumbled in a thick New York accent. "My customers. These damn kids, they don't eat real food no more. Won't touch anything that ain't organic. So, I gotta adjust or they'll stop coming." Mia stifled a laugh, but took the order. It was only a case of spices, but it wasn't about the size of the order. It was the realization that demand was everywhere. The kids were driving trends. The market was shifting, and even the most traditional businesses were being forced to adapt. Risk becomes routine. What once felt like a terrifying leap, quitting jobs, investing in inventory, pushing past fear, was becoming normal. Lunch breaks were no longer just for eating. Ethan used them to lock in new partnerships. Mia's days off became customer outreach marathons. Every influencer mention turned into a spike in revenue. The fear they once had, gone, replaced with momentum. The moment. It clicked one night after another record-breaking sales day. Ethan leaned back and smirked. "Remember when this felt impossible?" Mia smiled. "Now it just feels like business." They weren't just selling spices anymore. They had built a machine, a system. The lesson? The scariest risks fade when you keep moving. What once felt impossible eventually feels routine. And that's when everything changes.